And like it's the simplest thing in the world, you head off. Though you don't miss the final lingering look Trash gives the shack. Bye, Shack, you've been good to us. You want to tell him that it'll be fine. It's not like he's leaving forever. But the truth is, from now on, nothing is certain anymore. Well, nothing is ever certain. The plan is to head in a westerly direction where you'll hopefully hit the ruins of an old town by sundown. The journey starts in relative silence, but the fresh air and open space feels good enough to override any feelings of doubt and worry, at least for now, and eventually the conversation picks up, and hopefully we have enough water to hydrate ourselves if we talk often. Trash is very animated, talking about anything and everything that comes to mind. For your part, you happily join in. You try by to apocalyptic. You happily join in. And you and Trash feed off each other's energy. After all, more time spent chatting is less time spent worrying. Hey, so I have a question. What's up? What's a butterfly? I can tell you about butterflies. I mean, I heard the word, but I don't know what it means. Some kind of animal, right? It's an insect. They are tiny insects with beautiful wings. Oh, they were fearsome creatures. I won't tell the truth. They were tiny insects with beautiful wings. Whoa, really? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, they're pretty. What do you think a butterfly was? I don't know, just not that. Okay, so what's a trout? It's a fish. With an uneventful journey, you make the town in good time. Even from a distance, it's a depressing sight. Oh, but up close, walking through the abandoned streets, passing between crumbling buildings, it's so much worse. People lived here once, a whole bustling town full of office workers and truck drivers and school children who had no idea what was to come, and then probably again afterwards a community of survivors scraping by in the ruins. I wonder if we're going to visit our old town where we were. And now it's nothing, empty and dead. Now, back when me and Billy used to come here to trade, there was always a drink going at Water Barrel. The Water Barrel? Trash gestures. You see an old building with the letters Water Barrel affixed above the door. Wait, it's only been 38 years and people are already illiterate? That's interesting. He heads inside and you follow. It's obviously once a bar. It's got an old pool table with 1 cue and 4 balls, plus lots of wooden tables and chairs, and a bar with various empty beer bottles piled on it. On the bar, you see a stack of yellowed business cards with the words Walter's Bar and Grill splashed across them. Ah, mystery solved. Trash heads behind the bar and starts rooting around below. Hey, what's up? He pops up again with 6 bottles of water in his arms. Awesome. Here we go, the last of the bunch. Man, I tell you, it's like the end of an era. Yeah? He splits the new water rations into 2, and he starts unzipping your pack and putting your half inside. Maddy. She used to run this place. Man, she'd never tell us where she found these things, and she always had some on hand. She'd trade 1 bottle for a shitload of scrap. Drove a hard bargain, that old Maddy. No, Maddy, she sounds cool. Or, yeah. Wait, you've known there was clean water here all this time and you never thought to take it? It didn't feel right, like the old biddy's ghost start haunting me or something. I guess she won't mind now. And she's already scary looking, well, this crazy frizzy red hair and a mean stink eye. Heh. Besides, I never needed it. Yeah. But right now, I'd say we need it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Maddy won't mind at this point, like I said. While Trash continues to rearrange his own pack, you take a moment to enjoy the cool shade of the building. It feels so good to be out of the sun. You tilt your head backwards and close your eyes for a couple of glorious seconds. When you open them again, Trash is looking at you. Hey, I'm gonna make a quick round of the old haunts, see if anyone left anything we can use. Sure thing, I should probably help anyways. Contrary to his usual attitude of take everything that isn't nailed down, and even that if he can manage to pry it off, Trash seems a little hesitant, even ashamed this time. Yeah, I guess this place used to be owned by the people we know, so yeah. This place isn't a scav site to him, it's a memory. You can stay here if you like, rest your feet, cool down a bit. He's trying to make things easier for you. And even though his concern is touching, unnecessary, irritating, you feel a little guilty for taking him up on his offer. I did? After all, you would like to rest for a while. I thought I was supposed to help. Anyways, besides, you think he might want his privacy right now. So Trash heads out, and you make yourself comfortable on a chair, stretching out your legs under the table, and finally taking the weight off your feet. The only reason you don't take off your boots is because of how hard it will be to put them on again. In here, the air is pretty stifling, dry and heavy as it is, but it's 100 times better than out there, where the sun burns so bright you expect your clothes to start smoking any minute. You close your eyes and enjoy this moment for as long as possible, for a good 10 or 15 minutes at least, until a noise startles your eyes open. Who is it? Trash? The sound came from outside, but no reply follows. You sit up straight, tense and quiet, waiting. There's another sound, like something scraping against the outside wall, only this time it's closer to the door. You head towards it slowly, then freeze as the source of the sound passes by a blown-out window. It's a mutie, a woman, shuffling forward with jagged movements and unknown purpose. Uh-oh. You stay completely still and silent, but she doesn't even look your way, continuing to shamble on until she's out of sight of the window. I hope Trash is okay. You breathe out and make a decision. Go warn Trash, barricade the doors and windows. Find a place to hide. Of course I'm gonna go warn Trash. Trash doesn't know there's a mutie, possibly more than one wandering around town. He needs to be warned. You'll have to be quick and stealthy. It's probably not the best idea to go out the front door, and there's gotta be another way out. The back door, maybe? And it doesn't take long for you to find it. Past the bar and just ahead of a hallway that leads to the restrooms, there is a back door. Oh wow, yeah. Heart thundering, you head for it. Suddenly the back door slams open, wood splintering to reveal a familiar, ugly face. Frizzy red hair coming out of the root in clumps. One eye squinted, the other wide and crazy. I kinda knew it would be her, actually. The woman from before has found her way in, and you have a sinking feeling that this might be one mutie that Trash would recognize. Oh no. Dear God, he's not gonna want to hurt her. She advances towards you with faltering, clumsy steps. With every step you take backwards, she follows, never more than a couple steps away. Maybe she is pissed off about the water bottles. Even if you want to flee, you'll have to fight first. Your eyes cast desperately for a weapon. A pool cue, an empty bottle, a chair? I think pool cue has better range. Suddenly, you lunge towards the pool table and grab a cue, turning to brandish it like a polearm. Unfortunately, any reach it would have given you is quickly negated as the mutie pounces, closing the gap between you in an instant. You barely have the time to register the sharp sting of flight of jagged fingernails slicing into your chest before you're on your back and winded. Oh god. She stands above you, looking down, confident that her prey is at her mercy. Thinking fast, you swing the pool cue out and hook her legs, sending the mutie tripping backwards. Biting back a gasp, you try to recover yourself as fast as you can. Stumbling, you look to the only exit you have a hope in hell of reaching right now, the stairs behind the bar. Let's go, let's go. Okay then. Okay, so they lead up. Up probably isn't a good idea in this situation, but it's the only exit that isn't currently blocked by a pissed off mutie. There's no time to think. You throw yourself at the bar and roll over it, managing to somehow land your feet on the other side. Oh my gosh. You head up the stairs. The second floor is barely there at all rotted floorboards and rooms with no doors. So you keep running until you hit a second flight of stairs and emerge. We're not gonna jump, are we? You burst out onto the roof. The mutie's footsteps thunder right behind you, but there's nowhere left to run. You stop near the edge of the roof and turn back to face her. The mutie also comes to stop, maybe sensing she's won already. Oh wow, they have quite the predator instinct, alright. In the sunlight, what's left of her red hair really does shine. She has hair still? Maddy? She tilts her head at you, her eyes on yours. Is that recognition? Does she remember her name? Or is she just confused by my sounds that I'm making? Then she takes another lumbering step towards you and realizes no, there's only hunger left. You glance back at the drop below. Jumping from this height, well, you'd be lucky to only break your legs. Too high to be an escape route, but maybe just high enough to be a weapon? You turn back to face the mutie. She is coiled like an animal, ready to strike. Maddy? I don't want to do this. It's you or me. You ever wanted to fly? What a great time to make a joke. We have no choice. I don't want to do this either. But I guess we should take it. Okay, I think we're just gonna go with, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to. Just the thought of what is about to happen makes you feel sick. Against all logic, you somehow hope that she'll give up and walk away. With a howl, the mutie leaps forward and rushes at you. You stand your ground until the last possible moment, then throw yourself to the side, landing painfully on your arms. But it's your attacker who gets the worst of it, hurling right past you and over the edge of the roof. Yep. The thud from below is sickening. When you gather the courage to look down there, you see her lying motionless on the road below. Oh my gosh. Trash will not like this. She landed badly, all twisted limbs and, God, the blood, it was a fatal fall. Taking deep, shuddering breaths, you turn and head back inside. Back down in the bar, you pull a chair and ease your aching body down into it. That's the second time you've killed. It might have been easier this time. The adrenaline drains quickly, and you lower your head to the table. Closing your eyes just for a moment feels so good. Whoa, taking a nap, are we? You didn't hear the falling zombie? Jeez, it's alright for some. You look up at Trash as he saunters in. He obviously hasn't passed the mutie's body on the way back. His teasing grin soon disappears once he takes in the look in your eyes, then your injuries. What the fuck happened? Yeah, thanks for asking. Make a joke, be blunt, break down. I'm gonna be blunt. There was a mutie, I think it was Maddy, she attacked me. Are you fucking kidding me? What? She's dead now, I took care of her. Trash spins away and heads behind the bar. There should be a medkit back here somewhere or something. He begins rummaging, loudly and clumsily, like he can barely focus. Shit, just wait, hang on. What's the matter, dude? I really fucked up. How many years I've been doing this and I just left you alone without even checking? Well, you know, eventually you gotta learn. If we didn't meet you, I'd probably be dead, but also eventually you have to adapt, so don't blame yourself too much, you know? Thunk. What? He slaps his fist down the bar. Dude, it's okay. Okay. Oh, here it is. That was a quick change in temper. Grabbing the first aid kit and bringing it over to your table, Trash starts tending to your injuries. Sure, you can do it. Thank you. Hey, don't mention it. After you've disinfected and bandaged, Trash starts looking a little less tense. So, the bad news is I didn't find any food, but the good news is that I did find a pretty decent place to sleep. Not here, which is good. I mean, ain't the shack, but it's safe, more or less. That's good. Let's go. Trash leads you over to a mostly intact building a few blocks away. The windows have been boarded up, so it was obviously used as a shelter back when the town had people living in it. The sunlight is beginning to fade, and you hurry inside. It's got a charm, don't you think? Yeah, it's even got a bed in the back, right? Is that a bed? Trash gets to work barricading any points of entry he can find, and you help. You can never be too careful, after all. Once that's done, you settle down to eat dinner, a hearty meal of canned meatballs. Halfway through his can, Trash sighs and stretches out his legs. Hard to believe this is the same place me and Billy used to come trading. So, trading, that was how you used to get by? Yeah, we'd haul our scrap from town to town, selling over food and water or real booze, or sometimes just more interesting scrap. I'm guessing the red cloud hit everyone? But one by one, the towns all disappeared. Used to see caverns coming up. Oh, caverns? You can't see caverns coming up, alright? Used to see caravans coming past the shack every now and again, then just a couple of lone scavs like ourselves, then no one. You don't know what to say, so you say nothing. Yeah. Using a knife, you rip open a can of mango slices and start devouring them for dessert. They're submerged in syrup, and as soon as you pop a slice in your mouth, some of the juice falls. It starts dripping down your arm, and you quickly follow with your tongue, catching the wayward juice in your mouth. Got it! Suddenly you're aware of Trash's eyes, watching. He swallows. Why do you look so pissed, buddy? Your eyes meet, and he hastily looks away. Dinner comes to an end in silence. It is soon night. Yay, we get to sleep now. There's one mattress on the floor, but it's pretty big and not completely disgusting. It's only been there for probably 38 years, right? You and Trash settle down side by side without too much invasion of personal space. Do we have a blanket? He pulls off his goggles and places them gently on the floor. You've noticed before how respectfully he treats them. Was it Billy's or your grandpa's? He definitely treats the goggles nicer than he treats you. Oh, don't be like that. It's not that bad. They seem important to you. What's the deal with those things? Let's go with the first one. They seem important to you. Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Well, they used to be Billy's, but he passed them on to me. Well, yeah. Huh, I guess that's not saying much. I pretty much got everything from him. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But the goggles are special, like my coming-of-age present or something. Really? It was like he was saying I'd done good, like I was his partner, not just some dumb tag-along kid anymore. Yeah? I don't know, maybe it's kind of stupid to get so hung up on some old goggles. No, I mean, sentiment is a good thing. As long as you don't kill yourself over it. It's not stupid. Touch his hand. Kind of stupid, yeah. Say nothing. I'm gonna say it's not stupid. It's not. Trash shoots you an embarrassed little grin that you barely catch in the dark. You know, I like it when you humor me. Humor you? I'm being serious. You know, I'm not joking. The conversation drops. You feel yourself starting to drift off. Hey, I'm sorry. About what? I mean, that we left before we got a chance to go back to that bunker. That's fine. I mean, I guess somewhere along the line, during that time period, we never discussed going back to it. You think of the lab, stinking of death and decay, unlocking your memories, but at what cost? Honestly, there probably weren't any more answers for you there, just more questions. Besides, maybe the answers wouldn't mean anything anyway. There's no going back. You can only go forward. I would like to know, though, but that's only me as the reader, not someone living in the apocalypse. That night, you fall asleep listening to Trash's breaths, much closer than they have ever been before.